considering the vast need of populous and developing countries like Nigeria. This low level of tax collection is putting economic development at risk. Our position is not in any way different from President Muhammadu Buhari's statement during budget presentation that the problem with Nigerian economy is not because of the country's debt profile, but it is due to low revenue generation. This was also corroborated by the Minister of Finance during our press briefing on the 2022 budget. If the President and the Minister have confirmed that the country has problem with revenue generation, then it is pertinent to beam searchlight on activities of our revenue generating agencies. The current activities of FIRS did not suggest that things will get better in the area of revenue generation. There is glaring proof that the executive chairman of FIRS lacks the competence and integrity to move the agency forward. This is because Mr. Mohammed Nami has never worked in any government formation, and so he finds it difficult to manage the huge human resources in FIRS. The mismanagement of personnel has brought about industrial disharmony between management and members of staff, and of course, resulting in low productivity. NAMI's stint at the helm of affairs of FIRS is characterized by contract racketing and contract price inflation, award of contract for the production of souvenir for sensitization and awareness for the sum of 1.7 billion naira, contrary to the extant federal government circular to that effect. Meanwhile, there was no sensitization, awareness, or engagement with the taxpayers as claimed by the FIRS management. He awarded contract for the purchase of Xerox laptops at the exorbitant rate of 900,000 naira per unit. Imagine, we all use laptop and we know what price we buy our laptops. Award of contract for purchase of Toyota Hiace buses at the rate of 14 million naira per unit. Meanwhile, old vehicles were purchased and refurbished. Award of contract for document printing for the sum of 3 billion naira within the period the management claimed to be transiting to office document automation. Award of contract for the purchase of Toyota Prado Jeep for the sum of 52 million naira per unit. Award of contract for the purchase of office pen at 1,900 naira and 2,500 naira per unit within the same period for the same kind of pen. Flying chartered plane to countries like UAE and Rwanda, contrary to the provision of human resources policy and process of the service that stipulate that chairman shall travel on business class. Award of contract for office furnitures that were never supplied. Award of contract for the purchase of black and white printer for the sum of 140,000 naira per unit. Illegal recruitment of 2,000 staff without recourse to fair character principles. All these and many more are the atrocities going on in FIRS. If the president must achieve his aim of leaving a legacy in the area of infrastructural development, then he must prioritize tax as a major source of economic drive. That can only be achieved if the National Revenue Generating Agency key into the president's plans and policies. Having the likes of Mr. Mohammed Nami at the helm of affairs of FIRS will leave the administration with the same revenue burden. On this basis, we are calling on President Muhammadu Buhari to wield the big stick by removing Mr. Mohammed Nami as the chairman of Federal Inland Revenue Service, FIRS, for a competent hand to come in and clear the mess already created in the agency.
Remember, sometimes in December 2019, when Mohammed Nami assumed office, this same Nami accused his predecessor of overspending money and so on and so forth. But now can you imagine that on the purchase of just souvenir, this man has spent over 5 billion naira. 5 billion naira buying a computer at the rate of 900,000 per unit at this time that Nigerian is borrowing money to finance project, yet the little one that Nigerian is generating internally, some people are out there looting the country dry. We all have responsibilities as Nigerians to support the government in fighting corruption. And it is not just the duty of only President Muhammadu Buhari. We have responsibility to support the president to succeed. And therefore, it's the duty of every Nigerian to blow the whistle. And that's exactly what we are doing now. And in a country that is struggling at this time, that people are finding it difficult to eat, yet some people are lavishing money, people have no food to eat, and then that person is still occupying that seat several months after we have written a petition to EFCC, ICPC, and all the anti-graft agencies in the country, and that person is still sitting tight, occupying his seat, and nothing is being done. Please, enough is enough. If nothing is being done, we will resort to occupying the FIRS office or take legal actions against the FIRS chairman until he is removed. Because the evidence are there, and we have documents to back our claim. So let the agency saddled with responsibilities of investigating corrupt practices, let them expedite action and do something very fast. If not, the way we are going in this country, only few people are looting, are enjoying, and then a lot of people are suffering. This man has succeeded in gagging the civil servant in FIRS. Nobody in the labor union now, he has shut down labor union. Nobody, if you see any corrupt practice going on, if you talk, they will transfer you. As I'm talking to you now, even the chairman, the labor union chairman has been transferred out of Abuja just because of the man saying no, this thing. So we are not saying that people should not do their work, but of course, if you are found wanting, let the people saddled with responsibilities to act very fast. You can't just allow corrupt people to continue to occupy seats and nothing is being done. Enough is enough. Do not allow Nigeria to don't attack the next answers.